everybody, welcome to Studio 64. My name's David. I've been searching the interzones, some more science, space and tech news to share with you. Came across this at the venerable BBC. Yes, Bronze Age jewellery restored to glory after 4,000 years. Well, this should be interesting. Jewellery worn by a Scottish woman of wealth during the Bronze Age is going on show for the first time in 4,000 years. Pieces of the necklace and bracelet were discovered in 1870 in a burial site in the former Balgay estate near Dundee. Now, National Museum Scotland conservators have combined the original beads with recreations to return the items to their original state. Yes, the jewellery is now on display at Dundee's McManus Art Gallery and Museum. Very interesting. Yes, Matthew Knight, Senior Curator of Prehistory at National Museum Scotland, said the project had been essentially a jigsaw puzzle. He said it was part of a jewellery set that was buried with the dead, and the restoration involved several layers of analysis, including x-rays of the beads to understand how they were made. This sort of thing fascinates me. Can you imagine? You dug that up in 1870, and, from the Bronze Age, you would sort of wonder what both sets of people in those times were thinking when they found it, or the Bronze Age person, what they were thinking when they were wearing it, what the people from 1870 were thinking when they found it. It's not just the object, it's the history that goes with it and the daily life and the conversations that we look at things now. You can imagine a million years' time, archaeologists digging up earth and finding a toothbrush or something, and trying to figure out what it was used for. It's interesting stuff. Yeah. People are genuinely interested in these discoveries. They tell us so much about human nature and about the people that lived in Scotland before us. Let's take a quick look at this. This is a little short video. Is it how to reconstruct a Bronze Age necklace? Let's just check it out. Looks interesting.
So I took casts of the beads that we do have that have survived and use those to make the new ones. I made 66 new beads to replace the ones that we think were in the necklace and also in the bracelets. These were made from resin plaster and then painted a nice grey colour just so that they are it's easy to differentiate them between the jets and the new beads themselves.
Fascinating.
It's lovely to see that when you've done quite a lot of work to actually see it and on display, everyone will get to see it as well. It makes it all worthwhile. Like the stresses of putting things together is really nice.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool, wasn't it? To take something from 4,000 years ago and be able to restore it like that. That's really cool. What a clever young lady. That's amazing. There she is, Beth Bryan. Spent about 50 hours restoring the jewellery. Mr. Knight said the items were very elaborate, high-status objects. He said that was a sign of your wealth, and to be buried with one in death also conveyed that status. Now, we can assume that the person who owned and wore this was well respected within society. Yeah, when I get buried, I'm going to go with a bottle of scotch. A few thousand years' time. Well, his corpse has rotted. He finally lost all that weight he wanted to lose. Oh, look, the bottle's empty. It was full when it went in. Oh, Lord. Mr. Knight said other burials uncovered around Dundee and along the east coast had also revealed items of jewellery. He said it suggests a fairly rich community of people living here, probably as a result of the very good agricultural land. There we go. The original pieces of the necklace feature intricate designs. Amazing. What is that, like a priest or a bishop or a brother or something? I can't tell. So I'm obsessed with Catholicism, apparently. The excavation uncovered 42 jet beads and 9 jet plates. Now, the beads were originally thought to have come from a single piece of jewellery, but recent research revealed that they belong to a matching bracelet and necklace set. The plates are decorated with intricate board dot designs, indicating they were valuable pieces. Signs of wear on the larger plates show the jewellery was worn frequently. That's really interesting, isn't it? Because, obviously a favourite piece of jewellery. It's sort of like, your wristwatch that's got a bit of wear and tear on the band or something like that. Yeah. You don't sort of think of these things, do we, when you're thinking about ancient objects? They're just like this, we dug it up out of the ground, but everyday tool for everyday life back in the day. The jewellery is now on display at Dundee's McManus Art Gallery and Museum. Oh, lovely. God, I'd love to go there one day. Yeah, let's go to the UK and visit my ancestors' stomping grounds of Scotland, Ireland and Wales. Absolutely fantastic. National Museum Scotland Assistant Conservator Beth Bryan said the necklace parts were dusty but in great condition when presented for restoration. She said, "My job was to assess the jets and then make new beads to replace the ones that were not found during the excavation." Excavation? Gee. Use your mouth, David, and work it properly. Actually, that didn't sound too good. Shut up, you Catholic. "I took casts of the beads we do not have and used them to make 66 new ones from resin, plaster and painted." Now, Ms. Bryan said it had taken her about 50 hours to complete the project. When you've done quite a lot of work, it's lovely to see them on display. It makes it all worthwhile. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Well done, young lady. Well done. That is very nice, isn't it? Yeah. What are your thoughts on it? Do you think it should have been restored, or should it just been left the way it was for the museum? Yeah, I'm on sort of two minds, I guess, but the restoration job is pretty cool. Beth has done a very good job there. It's incredible. All right, well, my name is David. Thanks for joining me for another Studio 64 Science, Space and Tech News update. I shall see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're up for it, drop a comment down below the video, because I'd love to hear what you think. All right, take care, and as I always say, if you can't be good at it. And as I also always say...